Fox, no.
It's a kind of
Says no. No to all this bullshit.
They want to hollow out our Social Security, Medicare.
You listening?
These actions that they're taking on are against everything that this country stands for. And when people wonder why is it that these ultra wealthy folks worth tens of billions of dollars are coming after Social Security and Medicare, it's because they don't need it. They're just numbers on a piece of paper that we can subtract here, add here, hollow out our government as we know it, just so that they can get a little bit more tax breaks, a little bit more money to add onto that pile of wealth. And we've got a lot of folks, and this is what's
Not
fascinating.
trust a
the folks
president
like
that doesn't
Elon,
have a dog.
The folks like Presidents Trump and Elon, even though
We don't want him to
President
have a dog.
President Elon could buy and sell President Trump, 7 days a week and plus on Sunday. What I find more fascinating is their enablers, the folks, right, the folks in government who are not worth tens of millions of dollars, not billionaires, and they're just going along with this, right? They're cutting the programs that help folks that need it. They're cutting the programs that puts food in kids' stomachs, that keep our kids in school, that help our most vulnerable. And how many of those people are going to go to church tomorrow morning and claim that they believe in a God who would be okay with any of this? And most of these folks were around 2,000 years ago. They would have been trying to stop Jesus from turning over everything in the temple at any and all costs. Why is it, by the way, that they pick on the most vulnerable in our country? I'm not talking about that. Right. I'm not talking about cutting the programs so that they get more tax cuts. That's what you want to do. But the rest of it, why are they
I'm glad to hear that.
Why are they trying to pick?
Well, you know what?
Why are they trying to pick it? That's, I'm a believer, right? That's not what I believe. That is the opposite.
You haven't joined us yet.
So I'm thankful that so many people are getting out here and they're staying organized. They're speaking out. They're making clear that what's going on today is not okay, and we need to show all of our elected officials that they need to be speaking out, they need to be calling us out, and all of you guys here need to hold our feet to the fire. Right, because there was an old saying from Tip O'Neill that all politics is local. But when 40% of our state's budget is federal dollars, all politics has become federal. When they're trying to cut Social Security and Medicare, and I have one of the oldest communities in this state that I represent, if you're attacking Social Security and Medicare, all politics is federal. If you're threatening the folks at my alma mater, at Michigan State University, if you're trying to go green,
If you're threatening to deport people or to silence people because you disagree with what they have to say, that is un-American, and all politics is really federal. So please, stay engaged. Keep coming to these events and make sure that your elected officials, whether you agree with them on 99% of issues or less than 1% of issues, they know that they need to be speaking out. They need to make clear which side that they are on, and we need to stand together about what's going on in this country, whether it's what's happening in this building or whether it's happening in Washington, D.C. Thank you.
For the only elected official who decided to be here today. Next up, we have a Lansing native activist, Lorenzo Lopez.
Hi there! Show me what resistance looks like! This is what resistance looks like! This is what resistance looks like! People united will never be divided! People united will never be divided! Okay. Hold on. Movement estables todos. Movement estables. Good afternoon. Good night, on. Okay, what a great crowd! It is absolutely a pleasure to see you who believe in equal justice under the law, the rule of law, under the law, equality for all Americans. That's why we're here. That's why we're here today. My friends, all of you we are friends. We are now facing a constitutional crisis. If the media hasn't told you that, they need to tell us that. What we have to do is, what we're doing today is to mobilize. Speak truth to power. Repeat after me. Speak truth to power. 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 One more time. We are here today, each and every one of you, to commit ourselves to resist and to not allow the United States of America to become a dictatorship. Let me remind all of you as Americans, and whomever you are, immigration is not a Latino issue. It is an American issue. If Congress wanted to resolve and reform of immigration today, they could do it. It is up to you and I to contact all of our representatives at every level and ask them to start making a reform and stop taking these people out of this country who are rightfully here, including Americans. I have an important question to ask you, every one of you. Who is the criminal? As of March 2024, 47 has been charged with 88 felony counts. Found guilty of 34 criminal charges, federal investigation into the classified documents, obstructing justice, indictment for the 2021 riots on our capital. I ask you, who is the criminal here? Who is the criminal here? Lock him up! It is you and I, as citizens, who must stand up and speak truth to power, because some of our elected officials are not speaking truth to power. Doesn't matter what party it is. We're no longer interested in the party. It is we the people. We the people have the power to maintain our democracy. We cannot rely on elected officials. We have to rely on ourselves, as we began in 1776. Let me add a few more. The fallacy is that immigrants are a drain on our economy. And that they're receiving services that they're not entitled to. But let me just inform you, in case you don't know, according to the ITEP, which is the Institute on Taxation Economic Policy, found that the undocumented paid $25.7 billion into Social Security funds, $6 billion into Medicare, which they are not entitled to. In total, undocumented immigrants paid $96.7 billion. So let me assure you, they contribute to the United States economy. If gang affiliation is illegal, why isn't every Proud Boy and Klan member safe? Then why isn't every Proud Boy and Klan member sent to El Salvador? Lastly, oh, wait a minute now. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. Lock him up. That is what we must do. What do we do when we have criminals? We lock them up. I want to say that, Jason. Lock him up. Lock him up. Everybody here, everyone here today, let me thank each and every one of you, because it is up to us now. It is up to us now, your neighbors, your cousins, your uncles, your aunts, your immigrants who live next door to you. It is up to us to save our country, our democracy, and our Constitution. I thank each and every one of you for being here. Let's move forward!
Hello, hello, hello. Can everybody hear me? All right, my name is Olivier Stroud. I'm born and raised in Lansing. I'm a queer man, a trans man, and my story is not original. My father is Republican, my grandpa was a Republican, and I was kicked out because of my identity. My goal today is to say thank you, first off, for everybody coming out. Thank you for coming out. But I would also like to say that what is happening right now did not start right now. And I think that every single one of you need to know that. That there is a queer person, a black person, any identity. People have been fighting for what you guys are dealing with now for years. 5 years ago when I was kicked out, I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to live. I didn't know where to go to school, who to talk to. And it's thanks to my queer elders that I was able to see a future. I have met one, and I mean one older trans man in my entire life. Do you know how hard it is looking to a future when you don't see it?
Yeah.
My worry is that we will get to a point where eventually we can all agree, whether Democrats or Republicans, that Trump needs to be removed. Yes, I agree. But the issue did not start with Trump, and we need to understand that. There are many Democrats that are not standing up for us. And we cannot trust them to fix the issue. I'd like to leave off on this note. Please look around and acknowledge who is not here. Who in your community does not feel safe or heard or represented in this movement. We are not going to change anything unless every voice is heard here. I'm also scared that a month from now, people will be complicit. And again, I urge you, look in your communities on who is not here and figure out how you can make them feel welcome. That's all. Thank you.
I come here with great consternation about the fascistic doctrine and dogma of Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who has slandered us autistic people and adults. He has borrowed from Nazi Germany to call us useless eaters. Well, this autistic adult is here today, driving an hour out of town with a full-time job to say to RFK and Musk and Trump to fuck off. The reason why I'm doing this is because in 1988, neurologists and doctors told my parents the exact same thing that RFK Jr. thinks of autistic people today. They said that I would be able to go to the bathroom independently. They said I couldn't be in a relationship or make any friendships. They said I couldn't talk. They said I couldn't go to school. They said I couldn't pay taxes. Well, I'm here today fascist pigs that fuck you and I can. I'm also here to say that this government or regime, dictatorship, is dehumanizing us all, and we all together must take a stand against it. Because to them, in their eyes, we are all useless eaters. We are not. We are people united against fascism. I spent decades advocating for us autistic people and people with disabilities to stand up for Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid that Elon Musk thinks is a burden on our society. I'm here to show my autistic self by saying, Elon, you are the burden to society. Let's fight for a right for all people to be represented and be treated with the humanity they deserve. Thank you.
I was at a rally last week in a small town. We had hecklers, and we found something that really worked. When they tried arguing with us, we just looked them in the eye and we said, I love you. I love you. I love you. We love everyone. That's why we're here. That's why we're standing here. Love. Love doesn't mean that we're weak or powerless. Love is what makes us strong and intelligent and brave. So remember, we love. We love. We love. We love you.
Hey Michigan, how you doing? I am a member of several different organizations. I'm not here to represent. We gotta go. There we go. I'm not here to represent any of the organizations I'm with. I'm here on my board. My great-grandmother was a union organizer back in the 20s and 30s. I don't think that she would like this country gutting our unions. Both of my grandfathers fought in Europe to try to put an end to fascism. I don't think that they would like fascism on these grounds. I have many friends that don't feel that they have a voice. I'm here to speak for them. I'm here to speak for everybody that doesn't feel like they have a voice. I am a minority of being a straight white male. I don't care about that. I'm here for all the people that aren't. Too long, people have been trying to put us in different little boxes to keep us apart from each other so they can go and steal all of everybody else's money, so they can grab all the power and just keep us fighting amongst ourselves. This has got to end now. There's too many of us for them to take all of us out. We deported the wrong person. We should have deported the one with 34 felonies. We got to take our country back. They always talk about make America great again. Well, let me tell you, we got to make America great because we have to try to fulfill what those words in our Constitution said. We need to make this place better. You're not great until you are making things better. Everybody needs to make it better. That's really all I have to say. I just wanted to make sure I got that out. Thank you.
If the crowded table representative could come up here, please, I would appreciate it. Thank you.
I want you to look at this shirt. This says, I am the enemy within and the angry Catwoman. Yes. I'm angry because these idiots are trying to take our identities, trying to take our achievements. I just found out, I'm a pilot, by the way. I'm a commercial pilot. I've flown all over this goldarn world. And I just found out they're taking away, they took down the portrait of the first woman Thunderbird. And that makes me angry. That makes me damn angry. They also are taking away the Red Tails, the Tuskegee Airmen's accomplishments. This is not right. Where the hell do they come off? Who has given them this kind of power? It wasn't me, it wasn't you. And we can't put up with this crap. We can't. One of the things you can do is, darn it, contact your legislators. Contact the folks that are in this building. Contact the folks that are in Congress. Let them know how you feel, because if we're not doing it, it's not going to get done. And I'm mad as hell, and I'm not going to take it anymore. Mad as hell. We can do it peacefully, but we're going to do it. Yes. Thank you very much.
Hands off our history. My name is Tim Rivers. I'm a member of the Socialist Equality Party in the U.S. I write for the World Socialist website. We are here today to oppose the attempt by Donald Trump to establish a fascist dictatorship in the United States. Many speakers before me have raised the urgent question. The issue before us is, where do we go from here? What is the program? What is the perspective in order to oppose and remove the attempt to establish dictatorship in the U.S.? The return of Donald Trump to office marks a turning point in the global crisis of the world capitalist system. His administration has rapidly advanced a fascistic agenda, dismantling democratic rights, beginning with the statements in the U.S. Constitution, freedom of speech, protections against illegal search and seizure, habeas corpus. This administration is attacking every immigrant, launching trade war, preparing for military conflicts which will drive to World War III. Make no mistake. We have time to stop it. But if we don't have unlimited time, a chilling crackdown on student activists for opposing genocide in Gaza has targeted hundreds of students, protesters, Mahmoud Khalil, Mamadou Tal, Remesa Ozuturk. We have faced. That's the issue. End the genocide. And you will remember, absolutely, at a mass rally organized and spoken to by Bernie Sanders, a Palestinian flag was raised behind the speaker, and Bernie called the police in to have the protesters removed. That's the policy of genocide. That's the policy of Sanders, and that's the policy of the Democratic Party. We need an independent program, a program that will mobilize the working class internationally against war and against dictatorship and against genocide. Backed by mega billionaires like Elon Musk, Trump is the embodiment of the oligarchy. The massive wealth of the oligarchy has been accumulated by the simultaneous destruction of living standards of the working class and the impoverishment of tens of millions around the world. Trump's policies address the question of Palestine to Mr. Sanders. That's my advice. I will address my remarks to the working class, which is coming into conflict with the threat of dictatorship. And bear in mind that the Democratic Party, led by Charles Schumer in the Senate, voted the continuing resolution, which provided funding for Trump's preparation of dictatorship and the dismantling of democratic rights. Trump has defied the courts, refused to abide by the rulings of every level of the judiciary. He has moved forward with the disappearing and the deportation of immigrant workers without due process of law. He has shown this even though the federal courts have instructed the return of immigrants deported to El Salvador. This has been ignored by the administration. While Trump and his fascist collaborators around the world are moving rapidly to tear up constitutional government, the Democratic Party has been facilitating these moves toward dictatorship, directing voting in favor of Trump's budget, blocking the mass movement against it from below. We are here to say, and I'll close with these demands: down with Trump, down with dictatorship, no to concentration camps, mass deportations, break with the Democrats and build the Socialist Equality Party, join the fight for socialism. All of these developments underscore the need for a united international movement of the working class. That's the issue. One final thought. Down with Trump. May 3rd, the International Committee of the Fourth International and the Socialist Equality Party will hold an international rally, a World May Day celebration online. You can view that at wsws.org/Mayday. Thank you so much.
Hi to my democracy-loving people. Trump said he would be a dictator on day one. He seems to be running that route. He said he was going to deport illegal immigrants. He's starting to think about deporting U.S. citizens. Okay? He's trying to take over democracy and run it the way he thinks it should be done. Okay. Can you hear me now? Okay. Trump is a felon. He broke the law. He's breaking the law now. He's a shadow's breath from a constitutional crisis. He's going to break Ukraine. You know that. He's talking about it. He wants to break everything in this country. He wants to break you. Are you going to let that happen? I don't think you will. Thank you for being here. Your support bolsters my hope in this country. Remember, generations before us fought these kinds of people. They faced bombs, they faced bullets. In all countries they faced them. You have history on your side, people. Don't give up hope. Thank you.
Hello, I did not plan on coming here to speak. I did not. I made this. We aren't Harvard. If we aren't Harvard, we will be Columbia. So we must be Harvard or we will be by the wayside with nothing. We must cut Trump out. We can't kick him out, but we can cut him out if we get our representatives in Congress and in the legislature to look at him and say he is not good for America, he is not good for what we stand for or good for the people. Vote against his policies and cut him out until we can get him out. That's what we have to do, is have our representatives cut him out.
My name's Barb Barton. I'm a proud resident of Lansing, Michigan. And I'm just going to say a few words. I'm a retired endangered species biologist. And I think it's very, very important that we also keep focused on Trump's attack on the environment. By him sunsetting the environmental regulations, there's going to be damage done that is irreversible, particularly to endangered species. So as you're learning about the issues and talking with your neighbors and friends, don't forget the earth. Don't forget the earth. And I also was a singer-songwriter, and I was trying to think of a song for us to sing together. The old songs aren't quite politically correct if you really listen to the words. This was the least offensive one I could think of. So please sing with me. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my fathers fell,
That's why we're here, and I'm old enough, I'm 70. We're old enough to remember during the Vietnam War, there was protests just like this. That's what stopped the Vietnam War. People said, we had enough. And right now, I think America has had enough. Enough of everything. Where do you even begin? What kind of a shit show are they running here? No due process? That's not the American